Good morning and welcome to our Facebook Live this morning. It is Monday the 22nd of February 2021 and my name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in the little market town of Brackley, which is in the centre of England. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I had a busy weekend with our online class on Saturday and then our craft and chat on Sunday. And after all those sessions, I had to have a bit of a tidying up session last night, just so I could clear my desk for today. So, morning Tracy. If you're joining me live and you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section, or please say hi so that I know that you're there. If you're watching on catch up or on YouTube, then you're absolutely welcome to ask any questions in the comment sections there, and I do keep an eye on those and I'll monitor those and get back to you if you have any queries. Obviously, you're welcome to leave any comments on what I've shown you today. So, this week I'm focusing on Sale-a-Bration because it's our last week of Sale-a-Bration. For those of you that have been with Stampin' Up for a while, either as a customer or a demonstrator, you'll know that Sale-a-Bration normally runs January, February and March every year. This year there's been a change up, so Sale-a-Bration runs January and February, but we have an additional Sale-a-Bration, hello Carol, in the months of July and August. So you actually get excuse me, 4 months altogether, split into 2 sections. So I thought what I'd do very quickly to start with is review the products in the Sale-a-Bration brochure in case you haven't seen them. And I have some samples of the products as we go along, which I will show you. And then I'll make a card featuring some of the Sale-a-Bration items. So this is the brochure. You can view it online on my website, or you can obviously request a copy. But as it's a fairly small brochure, it's quite easy to see on the screen, but do request a copy if you would like one. Morning Brenda, morning Jeanette. So basically Sale-a-Bration is an opportunity for Stampin' Up to give you free products based on placing an order of £45 or more, and it comes around every year. And it's always been £45, as far as I can ever remember it, which is interesting. So basically you have a selection of products, and these are featured in this brochure, and these are the items that you can get for free with combination of a £45 order. Hello Jill. So the first item we have are these papers called paper blooms. And it's these ones here. So for any order of £45, you'll get a complete, you won't get a half pack, a complete pack of paper blooms. And this is 12 sheets of 12 by 12 inch paper. So each sheet could easily make 6 standard size cards or 9 4 by 4 inch cards. So there's plenty in there to play with. These are all double-sided, as you would expect, and they're really nice quality. You know, they're not thin, they're really nice standard quality Stampin' Up papers. So I'll just show you one side and then flip it over and show you the other. So if you like pink and navy together, or white and navy, this is a great set of papers for you. So we have this one here, and we have Rococo Rose in here as well. Seaside Spray and Night of Navy, those are the main colours. So we have that one. This one here with the more floral elements of that. we have some larger floral elements, and then a similar one but on the navy background that really makes that stand out. We have some fun circles, and then another one of these but with the seaside spray backing. So that's one side of those. If I just rotate them round, we have this one here. That's one of my favourites. Rococo Rose Stripes, Pear Pizzazz, and Pear Pizzazz leaves. This is lovely, really lovely. I like to call these tire tracks. They're not really tire tracks, but they remind me of tire tracks. And then Rococo Rose flowers. So let me show you some samples with those papers. So in the very early week I did these two. I think it might have been even the first or second week of Sale-a-Bration. So just using the papers, I've layered this on Night of Navy and Seaside Spray. And then I've used the little tags from the Many Messages stamp set and dies. So there's one. And here's another. And I've just added a little bit of bling. There, if you can see that or not. It's a bit dull today. I have got my lights on. So that's two very simple cards. So you could make 6 of those out of one of these sheets, and you get 2 each of these sheets. And then this was an experiment I did when we had Craft and Chat, not this weekend just gone, but the weekend before. Let me clear these out of the way because you can't really see it with everything else going on. So this is known as a Cascade card, I discover. I'd never made one before, and we'd had a discussion on the Friday about doing one, and I created this on the Sunday. So this is a Cascade card. So it stands up like that. It's quite difficult to show you obviously on the overhead camera. But I've used the papers, as you can see there, with the little blue background and then the reverse side of that. So that's that one there. So that is the first set of items here, paper blooms. So any order of £45, and you can select that for free. The next one we have has been one of the most popular, and in fact I think in the UK we get a list of the most popular stamp sets every week, and I think almost since the first week in January this Darling Donkeys stamp set has been the top of the list of all of the products. Let's move that out of the light for you. They are just so cute, especially if you like donkeys, of course. So we have 3 donkey images and some fun sentiments. You're the best, hey there friend, it's your birthday. Now most of my Darling Donkeys cards all got sent out, but I do have this swap here from Marie at Messy M Creations. She's one of our team, and each month we organise an optional swap for people to join in if they want. And this swap was for January, and you can see that Marie has used the little Darling Donkey here on here, but she's also used 2 other Sale-a-Bration items. One is this paper, which we'll come to, and one is these candles, which we'll also come to on the next stamp set. So I think that's really cute, and the donkeys are sweet and very easy to colour in, whether you're using watercolours or blends pens. So that is Darling Donkeys. Next one we have is another stamp set called Approaching Perfection, and that's this one here. So this is a really useful stamp set for especially for mail cards. It also works for all ages, male and female. And this from here, she's used, Marie's used the candles and the sentiment. If things really do get better with age, you're approaching perfection. I think that's fab. And I did a card using all of these in the background to create a background, and that's already been done and sent out, so I'm afraid I can't show that one with you. But if you look back through our Facebook photographs and the videos, you will see this one here appearing. If anybody needs to know the date of those, I can tell you what date each of those are. So that's approaching perfection. I love this little balloon. Nice sentiments. Bad news is I forgot your birthday. The good news is I forgot your age. Yeah, just a little bit of fun, and great, as I say, for all ages, and male and female. From there we also have the Ombre designer series paper. This is a 6x6 paper stack, so this is also free with a £45 order. If you spend £90, then you can choose two £45 items if you wish, or you can select one of the £90 items. So this ombre, as you can see, is an ombre effect. And I used that for a card actually on Thursday when I used the gilding flakes. So there's 3 colourways, and so there is Rococo Rose, there's Bermuda Bay and Granny Apple Green, and you get a plain side, and you also get the sort of dotty side, little circles. And these are great for all sorts of different techniques, and you get a whole pack, not that one, a whole pack here of 48 sheets in the 3 different colours. And I've got 2 samples to show you that use those, also from swaps from my team. So this one is Marie's, that's got this here on the left hand side, and then this stunning card is from Babsy. So she's either cut or used the dies here, and you can see the ombre effect from left to right. And then she's also used our new little punch, the oval punch, that has a flat oval and then a scalloped oval to go with it. So I think that's a really pretty use of the Ombre papers. Okay. Good morning, Christine. Okay, so I'm just having a quick run through of the Sale-a-Bration items. So here we have a stamp set called Corner Bouquet, which is this one here. And again, I've done some cards with it, but I think I've sent them all out, so I do apologise. But there's been some lovely designs with these. You can use these in the corner. You can use use them in opposing corners, and you've got these pretty little leaves and the individual flowers. Perfect if you emboss this in white and colour the flowers with a blends pen. I might do that for you tomorrow. You could also emboss it in gold or silver or white on some darker card. So that's Corner Bouquet. And you will see that for all the samples there are photographs of finished projects. So this one here was something similar to the one that I created, in that I had the same thing. I inked up the stamp with marker pens in green, and then I added the detail of the flowers in different colours. So that's Corner Bouquet. And to go with that, there's another stamp set which is just sentiments called Heal Your Heart, which is this one. And again, I have used this, and I have sent the card off that I made, which is all good, but really nice, healing, thoughtful sentiments, especially at the time we're in. So we're in this together. Sorry for your loss. Wishing I could heal your heart. A nice scripted thank you. And then 2 smaller sentiments. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. And then I don't know what I would do without you. So really nice. And these are all red rubber stamps, cling stamps. So that is Heal Your Heart, and it's a really easy one to use just with some designer papers, because the paper does the work and then the sentiment says exactly that. Okay. Next we have some of my favourite papers, and this is the Flower and Field Designer Series paper. Again, they are 12 by 12, and this very much reminds me of canal art, where you've got a black background and then really vibrant colours, and very typically for canal art they are floral or leaves. Obviously you get the canal jugs and things like that, but I think this is a really nice background paper. And again, all you need to do is just literally mount that with a sentiment. That would be really easy. And so we have, yeah, Heal Your Heart is lovely. So let me just run through these. So we've got this one here with the misty moonlight. We've got the lovely fun daisies. I know a lot of people love daisies, especially here in the UK. We've got the one with the Just Jade backing, and I think I'm going to use that for our card today. We've got this literally field of flowers. We've got some reds and pinks, and then we've got this one here with the larger flowers and a nice assortment of colours, and it'd be very easy just to pick out 1 or 2 of those colours, stamp a sentiment in that, or add a few flowers. Obviously you can also cut these out as well from the papers. Let me just turn these over to the other side, and you've got these little tulips. You've got a lovely background with foliage. We've got some dots, and this is Bumblebee, this yellow. Oh good, I'm glad I'm not the only one. We've got Rococo Rose and Black Stripes, and then quite an interesting mix, which is Rococo Rose and Cherry Cobbler, which I would have never put together, I have to say. But my favourite side of all of these is obviously the floral side. So that's called Flower and Field, and that's still available. They're all still available, and that's available with a £45 order. And you can see what they've done here is they've just cut up 4 pieces of the paper, or 2 pieces, and turn them over. And on here they've actually cut out some of the flowers from that large floral pattern and mounted it on, so they've done some fussy cutting. And then again, just using a sentiment in the middle, and then a sentiment here. Okay, so that's Flower and Field, and then we go on to the £90 items. So the reason that these are valid with a £90 order is that they are a step up. So either they're stamps and paper, or they're a bigger stamp set. So the first one we've got is A Touch of Ink, just this one here. I'm trying to keep it out of the light for you. There we go. So you've seen me use this a few times. So we've got a hummingbird, we've got some foliage, we've got flowers and a butterfly, and they all have an inbuilt stamp to colour them in, or you can colour them in with blends pens or watercolour. These images are slightly misleading because the actual size of the stamps is much bigger. So these are shown at 65% just so we can get all of them on the index page. But these are the exact size. So the hummingbird, for example, is 2.5 inches by 2.25 inches, just to give you an idea of the scale. Yeah, cherry cobbler and rococo rose. Not anything I would have chosen. So here we have one of my cards that I made. So I've used the flowers in the left hand side, the hummingbird. I've coloured these with blends pens, added a little bit of dottage, as Ruth would say, and I use my the stamp for this, but the blends pens to add a little bit more detail in. So that's that one there, and that's the inside. Just use the top of the flowers and the fill-in stamp. And then this one here, I've used the papers from Flowers for Every Season, but I've used the butterfly and I've layered up 4 different layers to match the layers of colour in the paper, and I've added some Wink of Stella on that. I think the butterfly actually is, well, I think they're all stunning, the butterfly and the hummingbird, and the flowers are really useful, as the foliage is. So a really useful set, that one. So that is a touch of ink, and that's what I'm going to be using for today's card. I better put that away or I shall lose it. And some nice little sentiments. So we were doing our class on Saturday and we were looking for some smaller sentiments that would fit some of these small die cuts that I had, and this would be perfect because they've got hello friend and love, hope and thinking of you. They're all quite small, and it does include these little dots. Yes, you give it a go. Give it a go, Christine. Let me know what you think. It's certainly not something I would put together. So here's some more samples, and here's a sample that they've used, just cutting that out and putting it onto a notebook. So that's a touch of ink. And then finally, for the main free items, we've got Berry Blessings, and that consists of a stamp set here with these, and I've used this a fair amount. You will have spotted that I've used this quite a few times. So we've got leaves, we've got berries, we've got, this could be blackberry, strawberry, well, blackberry, raspberry. So nice foliage here and some nice sentiments. And this also comes with matching papers, and these are stunning as well. And this also coordinates with the strawberry stamp set that's in the annual catalogue. These are beautiful watercolour designs. So you get 12 sheets, 12 by 12. So we have this one with the blues, this one with the raspberries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries and floral. We have berries here. This is rich raspberry if you're wondering the colour. And then strawberries here. This is, you could almost want to pick those up and eat them. And then the reverse of these sides is plaids and leaves. This one is stunning. That will make a lovely background for a man's card. There's this one here. And I've got some samples of these to show you. The lovely checkerboard one, love that. Check design, gingham, rich raspberry, and then the little pips. And I did that with some Easter cards or spring cards. So let me show you a couple of samples of that one. So this one here, I added some Mango Melody to make them look like oranges. A little something just for you. That's on a note card size. So just stamped and coloured in with blends pens. And then this one uses the background, and then I've stamped the berries and coloured those in also with blends pens, I think. And then I used the strawberry pips, if you remember, for the bunny rabbit for Easter and spring cards. So that's Berry Blessing. So you get the stamp set and the papers for an order of £90 or more. Let me put those out of the way. Okay, so a couple of other things. If you place a large order, or if you host a well, we're not really hosting parties, you can host an online party, and if anybody wants to do that, do let me know. And if you have total orders of £275 or more, you can choose, well, you'll get this free stamp set called Punch Party, and this matches some of our punches. So it matches our new oval punch, there's the postage stamp punch, and it's got some really sweet sentiments. So happy birthday, you make my heart happy, I'm sorry, a heartfelt thanks. So that's a really nice freebie, and perfect stamp set for all different occasions as well. So if you place an order, a single order of £275 or more, you'll get 12% in rewards, so you get to choose 12% of products for free. So and then you get this stamp set as well. Ah, Loganberry, yes, I hadn't thought of that. And then the other option during Sale-a-Bration is to join my team. And we have a really lovely, friendly, welcoming team of stampers. A lot of my team are hobby stampers, so they are purchasing at a discount just to help their hobby. And that is absolutely fine to do that. There's no requirement to run it as a business, but if you do want to run it as a business, I also have a business builders group, and I help and support people trying to set up either a new business or run it alongside something else. Now, if you join during Sale-a-Bration, your starter kit costs £99, which is the same as it is all year. But you also get this a set of these papers in each of our colour families. So each of these packs has 40 sheets of paper. This is the Brights, and these are actually the papers that will be in the new annual catalogue. So you're getting something ahead of time. And they're double-sided. It's quite difficult, I suspect, for you to see there, but that's got like a fleur-de-lis. That's got a line with dots through it. And then we've got crisscross gingham, and then some squares. And you get these in all of the colour families. So you get one for the Brights, one for the Neutrals, one for the Regals, one for the Subtles, and you also get the current in colour. So you get 5 packs of paper, absolutely free, on top of your starter kit. And the starter kit is £99, and you choose £130 worth of products. So you could pick up a couple of the collections. You could pick up the new mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You could pick up the new standard cut and emboss machine, all for £99. So £130 worth of products plus 5 packs of paper. It's always a good deal to join the team and buy the starter kit. It's a better deal in Sale-a-Bration because we're encouraging you to join at a good time. But what I would say for most people is they may join for the discount and but they stay because of the friendships and the support and the fun that we build in our team. So I have a team of 42 people altogether, over 3 different levels. So I have 25 people who are direct to me that I have personally recruited, and then they in turn have recruited other people. Usually friends and family is very often where people will start, but our community is just second to none, really. We look out for each other. We're there to lend an ear, a helping hand, suggestions. We've got a lot of talent in our team, as you can see from our swaps and things like that. So we do everything online at the moment. So we have I know, Christine, we have online meetings. We have a weekly craft and chat on a Saturday. We have a business boost group meeting every Tuesday. So we're very active, but equally, if you just want to buy at a discount and do your own thing, then you're absolutely more than welcome. So if that is of interest, do just add a comment and I can follow up with you, or you can hop to my Gemini Crafts page and look for my Join My Team. Right, I've gone on far too long. So if you've been waiting for me to craft, here it is. But I just wanted to go through that because it's a while since I've done that, and it's our last week of celebration. So all of these papers and stamp sets and things are available only up until Sunday. I would say if you want to order anything, or particularly if you want to join, don't leave it to the last minute. Just in case there's a technical hitch over the weekend on the website, for example, and I'd hate you to miss out. But all orders going either direct to the website or through me via email will qualify for celebration items. Okay, so I'm using this paper from the Fields and Flowers, and I'm thinking to layer that up like so. So I'm picking out the white to make that pop and the black of the leaves. So I'm just going to I'm not going to layer those up in case I add any ribbon. What I was thinking is using the butterfly stamped on a square. Let's have a look. Thank you, Christine. I know I have, but you know, if people have been watching and know what celebration's all about, I don't want to bore everybody. Right, let's have a look. See, I'm not sure it's going to fit on that one. So let me get the stamp out. Let's see what we're playing with. Well, it will. It's a little bit tight though. What I do like about this is all the extra expressions and sentiments. I really just want it square. So let me just cut. Yes, it just doesn't leave enough room. So this is 2 1/8. Thank you, Jeanette. So I'm going to make this cut a piece that's 2 1/2, just so I've got a nice a bit of a border around it. So here's a piece of card. So I do beg your pardon, I haven't asked you all how you are and what sort of weekend you've had. I hope you've had a reasonable weekend. It was great to see so many people at our online class on Saturday. We had a great time. feel that's, it's got to have that little bit of to play with, and then I'll cut out a piece to go behind it. So I'm going to stamp that in a colour. Actually, I'm going to stamp it in black, only because I've got black on here. And you know I don't normally, but I'm going to stamp this in Memento black. So for those of you that are joining us for Let's Get Creative, I have the boxes in my car. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm off to the couriers to get them all dispatched. And they should all be with you Wednesday. And obviously I can't guarantee that, but hopefully it will give you enough time. I can see a tiny little hair in the way. And don't forget, if you are part of Let's Get Creative, which is our all-day event, there's a competition. Take a photograph of you with your box on arrival, and we'll send a prize to a random winner. There we go. Now I'm just wondering, I want to pick out the colours in here. So this is So Saffron and a little bit of Daffodil Delight. And I think I'm actually going to choose black to go behind. I was going to do a colour, but I'm just going to choose black to go behind, and I'm just going to be very daring for me and offset this. Which is very daring for me. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it very slightly bigger. Oh, thank you, Christine. Glad you enjoyed it. It was good fun, that's for sure. There we go. So that I can offset it like so, somehow. Hello, Carol G. Nice to have you join us, my darling. So I'm just going to pick up this yellow. I could pick up the Rococo Rose, but I'm going to pick up my favourite yellow, as you know. So I've got So Saffron and Daffodil Delight. And just want a small, I wonder if the sentiment would fit on the bottom. Got love there. And hope. Ooh, hope might be quite nice at the minute, won't it? No, I'm not convinced. Sorry, everybody. It's because it's just the shape of that. So I've got love here. I could do it on a separate tag, I suppose. Let's leave it for the minute. Okay, so let's just colour in our butterfly. I've got a nice warm mat underneath my table. It's called my dog. So this is light So Saffron. actually start with a little bit more dark. So this is Dark Daffodil Delight. Let's do that as well. And this one. Oh, bless you, Yuta. On Saturday we have our team craft and chat, which is in our team Facebook group that any of our team can hop onto. That's what you're thinking of. And then on Sunday I have my Gemini Crafts craft and chat, which is open to demonstrators as well. But it's just an opportunity for me to, I'm usually playing with something or trying something new out, so you get to see my design or thought process or not, as the case may be. And that's on Zoom, and the information for that is on my Gemini Crafts page. So the team are absolutely welcome to join for that. But the craft and chat is Saturday's one, but I wasn't there this Saturday because I was we had our class in a box online online class. Okay, so just adding that little bit in there, and obviously you can make this any colour you want, but I just want to pick up this yellow in the paper. I'm not an expert on butterflies, I have to say. That's not really any surprise, is it? So I'm just using ivory for the body, like so. Okay, so let's have a look. So I'm going to put those straight, and then I am going to be daring to put those at an angle. And then should I put love in here? I get the feeling I want to, because I don't want to cover up too much of this paper. Let me just grab a smaller block. All the little ones have dropped to the bottom of my box. So I'm going to add the word love. Just going to stamp this off on a piece of card because I haven't used this stamp before. And I just want to make sure that I've got rid of that coating. Sweet. I can't quite decide how I'm going to angle that, whether I have that straight. You can hear the cogs going in my head, can't you? Going round and round. There we are. So I chose love over hope because hope obviously has got the serif part of that going down underneath, like so. And of course we have to have some Wink of Stella for our butterfly. and it'd be very easy to cut that out and mount it. Oh, the carrying case for the blends pens. The one that I use is called the pen pouch. Let me show you. This one here. That's what I use when I'm out and about. I don't know if these are still available, but that's what I use. These are all my spares from class. I may have some spare actually, Carol. I'll have a look and see. So just adding a little bit of Wink of Stella. On there. Like so. And of course you can do the same with excuse me, individual flowers on your paper. Use your Wink of Stella as a highlighter. There we go. So I'm not sure that you can see that. In fact, I'm almost certain you can't see that in the light that we've got here. So I do apologise. Just going to do a couple more. And you can add some bling as well. So if you want to sort of bling things up from what would be quite a straightforward card, then, you know, just add some bling to the flowers. So let's do these layers. No, they're available through online shops, so somewhere like Amazon does them. So Stampin' Up have our desk unit that stores the blends pens, which is what I use. And then when I'm out and about, and have classes, she said, I use the pouches. Oh, so Let's Get Creative is on the Saturday. So our Zoom will be on, if I'm still in a fit state, our Zoom will be on Sunday, and I'll be sharing some of what we made. So I'm just layering this up, as you can see here. I can hear the birds singing outside. I've got the back door open from my kitchen, and I can hear the birds chattering away. It's lovely. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this jaunty angle on there. Like I said, I'm going to do that one flat, and then pop this up on dimensionals. Like so. I never know which bit I need straight. Right, let me grab some dimensionals, and I'm going to put a little bit of bling on there as well, just to finish it off. And then we're done. So this is using the Sale-a-Bration papers and the Sale-a-Bration A Touch of Ink stamp set. As I say, it runs out on Sunday the 28th. And please don't leave it to the last minute. go. Now with this design, of course, you could do this that way as well if you wanted to. It doesn't fit particularly well because the way I've added my love on there, but you could easily do that. Like so. I'm just going to add a little bit of bling, and then I would add a white layer on the inside. I've got one to hand. Let's see. So we do, oh, I'll tell you what we do have. We do have the black dots. So I could either, let me know what you think, put a couple of black dots on here, or put some bling on the background. I think I'm going to do the black dots. And something I don't often do, which is a line of them, or perhaps I'll dot them around. Oh, I don't know. Let's be brave, Jenny. It's very brave for me, putting them in a line like that. There we go. That's that. So that's the main card done, and I'm just going to stamp this butterfly in the bottom right corner. Let me just cut this to size, and then we're good to go. So a little bit longer than my normal Facebook Live. I'm going to give this a little bit of a border on the inside. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, bless you, Christine. I'll see how I do, is the answer. I might just be clearing up the debris. It's as simple as that. Although it shouldn't be too bad, because I'm only doing one live on the day. Everything else is pre-recorded. So let's just pop this butterfly down in there, and we're good to go. Oh, bless you, Carol. So the beginning was just going over the Sale-a-Bration items. So it's only the last 20 minutes, I'd like to say, is our actual crafting. Thank you, Jeanette. There we go. And I am going to I think I might put Thinking of You on the inside. It goes nicely with the love. Although it's a bit small. No. Change that plan. Okay, so really quickly I'm just going to do these. So if you need to go, then that is fine. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I'll be back tomorrow, and I did say I was going to be on YouTube, but I haven't practiced the links. So watch this post. If I am on YouTube, I will live stream it to Facebook, so you'll still be able to catch me here. But with everything else going on, I might leave that for another week. Oh. Okay. Sale-a-Bration. go. And I want light daffodil delight. That's it. There we go. So easy to colour in. Obviously you could do a lot more detail. You know, you could actually look up what colour this butterfly should really be. But it serves as my purpose. I do know what you mean, Carol. Christine's ration is expired for Celebration 1. And that's why it's good we've got Celebration 2 later in the year. Okay, thank you, Stella. And we're done. So thank you for joining me. I shall be back here tomorrow at 5. If I do get everything set up for YouTube, it will be streamed here, but I will put a link on my page beforehand so that you know where to find me. And that is it. I'm hot footing it to the Hermes collection point. I don't think they're going to be very pleased when I turn up with all my bags and boxes. There we go. There's the inside. There's the card. Nice and easy, straightforward. Using the papers. So this is Flower and Field, and this is from A Touch of Ink. And obviously you could substitute the flowers, you could use the foliage or the hummingbird and do a whole series of these. Actually, that would make a really nice set, wouldn't it? If you use the same papers, you could make 4 or 6 cards, one with each of these on, and then pop them in a little acetate box. That would be really lovely. Or just wrap them together and put some ribbon around them. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate your company. I hope you have a good rest of today. Thank you for watching. Take care and look after yourselves. Look after your loved ones. And I hope you can keep crafting. Look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your lovely comments too. Bye-bye.